This episode of What's the Apps is brought to you by HostGator. Well, hello there, folks. It's John Q here from Techno Buffalo, and welcome to What's the Apps. In the last episode, Awesome Guy 122 suggested that I check out Adobe Elements for Android. So, naturally, I asked the research and development team to look it up for me. Naturally, because I'm a baller like that, you know? And eventually we found some pretty neat Photoshop applications for the iPad, so I checked them out. So for this episode of What's the Apps, we're going to be taking a look at those 3 iPad Photoshop applications. Oh yes. Adobe offers 3 companion applications that allows you to use your iPad with Photoshop. There's Adobe Easel, which is a drawing app, Color Lava, a custom color mixing and swatch app, and Adobe Nav, a short keys application. After taking a look at some pics and checking out the videos from Adobe, I felt that Nav was kinda useless as I mainly use keyboard shortcuts. Color Lava might be pretty cool, but Easel, always cool to have a drawing application. So with that, I tried out Easel first. At first, I was really impressed with how you can access the tools. It had a very futuristic feel as it spreads and moves very fluidly with your fingers. This excitement died after about 2 seconds as I realized that you gotta do this spread movement every single time you wanna do, well, anything. This includes changing colors, brush size, opacity, and so on. The brush strokes emulate watercolor painting, which is cool, but that's the only style that it comes with. And I suck at watercolor painting. I mean, does my fish look like the fish from the website? You bet it does. The main feature, I suppose, is the ability to use the app over the air, all magical and wonderful like with Photoshop. Why? Why would you need to do that? So I can enhance my epic clownfish watercolor painting with filters and settings? You bet I can! To be honest, I didn't really like this app at all. There are other drawing applications, even basic free ones, that can doodle and draw better than this one. Adobe Easel, 2 out of 5. Next! Adobe Color Lava. Color Lava can help you mix colors and create custom 5-tone swatches. When you pair it up with Photoshop, you can select any color from your Color Lava library, and you'll be ready to go. Bam! Some blue for this clownfish masterpiece. I actually really like this application. Creating colors is a lot of fun. Adobe did a great job of giving you that, hey, look at me, I'm back in preschool and I'm like finger painting and stuff with the watercolors and whatnot. Check out my finger painting. Better than yours, bring the boys to the yard or something like that. You can even dip your finger in imaginary water to clean it. That's what I'm talking about. And it's pretty easy to create the swatches. You just mix up some colors and tap it to select it. Your finger acts as an eyedropper tool for whichever box is highlighted. You can even grab colors from pictures, which is pretty handy. I tried really hard, okay, to use this application with Photoshop, but I always just go back to my mouse and forget that there's a big iPad in front of me filled with wonderful colors and magical water. Selecting colors from your library isn't bad, but adjusting colors on the fly is kind of buggy. For some reason, it takes several taps to register properly with Photoshop. The finger painting stuff is cool, but I didn't really find it too useful. So for that, I'm gonna give Color Lava a 3 out of 5. Speaking of lava, I'm gonna take some time to give a shout out to our friends at HostGator. HostGator can get your blog or website up and running in minutes. With plans starting at just around $4 a month, you get 24/7 support and access to website building tools with over 4,000 templates, okay? That's like 4 times 1,000. Very impressive. Plus, they'll migrate your current site over for free. Their servers are 130% powered by wind energy, and you get unlimited disk space and bandwidth. Not to mention you also get a 45-day money-back guarantee and $100 in Google AdWords credit to market your website. For Rev3 viewers, HostGator is offering 25% off your order or your first month free. Just go to HostGator.com and enter in the coupon code TechnoBuffalo at the checkout. Back to the review. The final app is Adobe Nav. I've been using Photoshop for a long time, and since then, I've become accustomed to all the hotkeys, shortcuts, and so on. So I didn't really think that I'd really like this application, but to my surprise, I ended up kind of liking it. Surprise, surprise! The application basically lays out a bunch of tools. You're able to customize what tools you want. I simply put the tools that I use the most. Adobe Nav also gives you a really cool visual gallery view of all of your open projects. Very handy if you have like 10 plus projects and all of them are named untitled. And the tool basically works like how you would imagine it to work. You want to draw a circle? Tap the circle tool and bam! Instant circles! The app itself isn't bad, but it would be cool if you had access to all the filters, tools, and settings. So for that, I'm gonna give this app a 3.5 out of 5. So if you're a Photoshop user and you're looking to kind of enhance your Photoshop experience, I would avoid these apps. I don't feel like they add anything to the already powerful and efficient Photoshop table. If anything, they kind of take away from it. But they did help me make this oh so wonderful drawing of a clownfish though. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and if there are any applications that you would like me to check out, let me know by commenting. This was John Q from Techno Buffalo. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters! Check out my finger painting! Better than yours, bring the boys to the yard or something like that. Milkshakes, that's what brings the boys to the yard. And they're like, better than yours, and I can teach you and charge and stuff. Very poetic, that thing is. With plans starting at just around $4 a month, you get 24/7 support and contacts. No, you don't. Ugh, milkshakes, boys and yard, and they're better than yours. And yeah, geez.